Welcome back to the Means Report. Thanks again to Dr. Randy Cooper. Always treasure my time with him. He's just a great person and does so much for all of us. Let's continue to talk about cancer, shall we, and the incredible resources that are available right here in the CSRA. We're going to welcome to the Means Report from the Georgia Cancer Center, Dr. Malcolm Bevel. Dr. Bevel, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Martin Jones from Paceline. Martin, thank you for your time as well. We'll start with you, Martin. PACE Day is coming up on October 5th. So I'm thinking that you get on a bike, you ride it on PACE Day, and all this money appears and goes to the Georgia Cancer Center. Is that how Paceline helps the center? Is there a bit more to it? Can you sort of, and we could probably spend the whole show on this.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through that connection?
Yeah, good question. There is a lot more to it. And we do operate year round as a nonprofit. Really proud to lead Paceline, and we really like to think of ourselves as a community-powered fundraising organization in the fight against cancer. We say set the pace to end cancer. That's our mission. And in our short history, I think it's fair to say we've rapidly become one of the most recognized fundraising organizations in our region.
It's gotten huge.
It's getting huge. I like to say we've got a lot of work to do. I think if it was a pie chart, we're a very small piece of that pie in the community as a whole, but we're working on that. And as you say, our big event every year, where about 90% of that fundraising comes from, is called PACE Day, and all the funds raised go directly to our Georgia Cancer Center, and that funds innovative cancer research right here in our region.
And I want to talk as our time together goes on about what happens on PACE Day and how people can take part, because I know you'll want to. But Dr. Bevel, let me just ask you to give viewers a feel. We all drive past the Georgia Cancer Center.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful facility. Y'all have those trees and plantings at the top. Mm-hmm. It's lovely. What goes on in there? Is it patients being treated or researchers hunched over microscopes? What happens?
It's all of it.
Yeah.
So we do have an outpatient clinic where we treat thousands of patients within the CSRA within our catchment area. But then we also have the research center where I primarily work, where we have basic clinical translational sciences as well as population sciences is what I primarily focus on.
Do you see your people, your researchers, your team making progress? Is it year by year? Is it more often than that, where you say, hey, we're gaining ground on this disease?
I would say we're gaining ground almost daily.
Yeah.
We're having multiple discoveries, multiple national grants that are getting funded, that have been funded through the seeding from Paceline, as well as some of the preliminary results that we've gotten from results from Paceline projects. So we're working every day to cure cancer faster.
Martin, how do those cyclists, and as I mentioned, you can also walk or run the route on PACE Day. Mm-hmm. How do they come to you and sign up and get to take part? How does that big day come to be?
Yeah, I mean, as I alluded to, the mission, our mission is year round, and it's simply put connecting, collaborating with organizations, businesses, other nonprofits, youth groups all over our region. And we say we're about community, we try and be as authentic that as we can. So we're connecting those organizations in and around our region year round, inspiring them to get active. It's really kind of like all in. It's a very hands-on approach. And it's not just, our main events coming up, it's all the activities go around. So we've got a great example of an event coming up early next week with a local engineering company, a great long-term supporter of ours called Cranston Engineering. Some of the viewers might know of Cranston. And they're putting on a barbecue. It's basically, that's a fundraiser. So they call it Pork and Pedal. So they're getting active in that regard. They're also taking part in PACE Day, but there are many initiatives like that, many hundreds, if not thousands of initiatives going on throughout the year. And we're really proud of us that the community has really powered this. It's very much about them. We just really enable them we like to think of ourselves as the community face of the Georgia Cancer Center, enabling that support.
Dr. Bevel, outside of Paceline, where do y'all get y'all's money? Are you constantly applying for grants?
Yeah, so we're applying for local, state, and federal grants, grants from the DOD, PCORI grants, ACS, NCI. Those are some of the primary ones that we apply for. But Paceline is very important in terms of our ability to do the research that we do, such as what I focus on, like the food environment and obesity-related cancers, within the state of Georgia as well as the CSRA. And so we're constantly applying for it, we're constantly getting it. We're have a lot of innovation at the Georgia Cancer Center.
Is it a matter of the more Paceline generates, the more matching funds you can get? Does it work that way?
It's more so about the ability for us to get more supplies, get more equipment, and do the things that we need to do in order to get primary preliminary results, in order to strengthen our grant applications outside of it. It allows us to apply for grants to push for NCI designation, and so that's how it operates.
Tell me about the med students of today. Are they interested in cancer treatment and research? Is that growing, declining, staying the same? What's the future look like in that regard?
In my opinion, I think it's growing.
Yeah.
I've worked with several students on my projects. So again, I look at the food environment, food swamps particularly, areas with no grocery store and more pro-inflammatory food options, and how that relates to different types of obesity-related cancer, like breast or colorectal cancer. And I have several students that I'm working on with papers. I've actually had some students from our summer research experience program at the Georgia Cancer Center who helped me finalize a paper where we looked at racial disparities in the association of food swamps and early onset colorectal cancer mortality. So whether it's medical students or high school students, the interest in terms of oncology research is increasing.
What's the origin story, Martin, of Paceline's connection to helping people like Dr. Bevel treat, research, goodness, God willing, cure cancer one day? How'd that start?
I think it's important to talk about the need. And the need it's very simple. That many of the viewers will know that cancer is our nation's second biggest killer, and Georgia's no different. Second biggest killer in our state, correct. Rapidly becoming the first biggest killer, unfortunately. And secondly, in Augusta, unfortunately, according to many different surveys, we have one of the highest levels of physical inactivity in our state right here. Mm-hmm. So when you think about those two factors, we're fighting cancer also from a preventative perspective, and some of Dr. Bevel's work, in fact, would fit that description. And there's lots of different types of research. Also know it's really difficult to do what the likes of Dr. Bevel do to get funding. Really difficult. So we're really foot up on the ladder for them, providing that seed funding. And we're very grateful to unwavering support from, I want to say in particular, the Medical College of Georgia Foundation, mm-hmm. and many other reputable organizations that enable us to operate, and enable us to operate a 100% model, something very unique, that means that every single dollar raised through Paceline, every cent and every dollar, goes directly to support brilliant, innovative cancer research on our doorstep. It stays and gets invested in our community. Yeah. And on the back of that, there's also an economic impact, a very broad economic impact of that research. So it's good for the health of the individuals, future health prospects, and also their economic health.
The Georgia Cancer Center is a real gem, Dr. Bevel, in our community. Is it just Augusta and Aiken that know about it, or do y'all get folks from all over the country and world to come to the GCC, if you will? Not just patients, but people who say, hey, I want to work for you.
Yeah. I've met several people at multiple conferences that have heard of the Georgia Cancer Center. So even though we're a small gym, we're a bright gym that has shined through internationally at this point in time.
Can I ask you this? If I'm hearing you correctly, can we eat our way to better health or not eat our way to better health? Can I be cancer-free based on what I choose at mealtime?
Well, I would say you could lower your risk of developing cancer over time if you eat a healthy diet. We recommend more plant-based diets, even other international recipes and diets like Mediterranean diets, using Middle Eastern or African spices and herbs to be able to combat anything that's inflammatory within your body and the gut microbiome in order to combat obesity and cancer at the same time.
Probably one more question each, time permitting. Martin, I'll start with you. Is Pace Day a race, or is it about coming in first place that day, or can I just go out, breathe in some fresh air, and raise money?
I'll be really clear about this. It's not a race.
Okay, good.
It is all about, we say, set the pace to end cancer, tongue in cheek. It's setting your pace. Do it at your pace. You can walk, run at your pace, or ride at your pace. And it's all about having fun on the day and celebrating the fundraising that goes to a very good place, addressing all kinds of cancer right here in our community.
Dr. Bevel, isn't the Georgia Cancer Center in a food swamp? Aren't y'all in a part of town that needs more options when it comes to groceries?
We are absolutely in a food swamp. And so again, a food swamp is where you have no grocery store and where you have more pro-inflammatory, unhealthy food options. So literally where we work is a food swamp. But one of the solutions that we have, thankful to the Paceline dollars, is I was able to purchase a hydroponic vertical garden, or as I like to call it, the Harvest HD micro farm, from a public benefits corporation called Ebony Tree Farms. And I've been partnering with them ever since I received the grant. And we're proud to say that we've grown over 700 pounds of organic produce, and we give about 50% of that to Kingdom Full Gospel. The other 50% goes back to our community partners. So despite us living in a food swamp, there are options to be able to provide healthy produce to not only our cancer patients, but the community that we passionately serve.
Where is that garden?
Oh, it's in our lobby in the Georgia Cancer Center Research Center.
Is it really?
So, yes, it is. Martin's been by there several times. We've given samples. And so next time we'll have to bring you some basil pesto sauce.
I'd love it. We would put it to good use in the
Absolutely.
Means household. Well, I can't thank you all enough for what you do. Are you hopeful, like 10 seconds, are you hopeful that we're going to cure this thing one day, or are you just trying to improve outcomes day to day?
All of it. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to cure it. And then as long as we're able to provide the resources, as long as we have organizations like Paceline, then we're going to have a bright future ahead of us.
It'll be a beautiful day when it comes. Martin, Malcolm, thank you for what you do for our patients and for the future, and appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. When we come back, we will show you how you can help us get more great guests like the ones we've had today on the Means Report.